Hello, it's Amy. Amy plays with dolls, and today I have a brand new LOL surprise candy surprise where you get to make your own gummy candy and eat it. I thought this was so fun. I saw the display in the store and I picked up two, hoping I would get one. I think they all looked pretty cute, so there was no way I was going to miss out. I think this is the cutest gimmick that they've come up with so far. This is my favorite one. These dolls are the cutest things. You can see I have another one sitting off to the side there. I open her off camera because I'm really hopeful to get the one that looks like Alice in Wonderland. I'm not sure if you saw that. I'll pop a picture of that up here while I'm getting this open. But I think not only because you get to make candy with these, but that the little container that they come in makes into their little candy stand, and inside of it has a place that holds them and everything. They're so cool. Isn't that neat? So you twist the ends off and they just kind of pop off, and on one end you have the mold to make the little candy shapes, and then the other end has some of the candy packets in it. There's 3 different flavors of candy. There's blue raspberry, strawberry, and then pink lemonade is inside there as well. Once I get everything out. This little one says party and has a picture of a cake on the top. It has a purple container, so if you get the purple container, more than likely you're getting the doll that I get. I think when I looked, they all had different colored little stands for their candy stores. So this part flips out to make like a little table when you stand it up, and then it has the prices of the different cakes. And I know for the other doll that I got, it had different cakes and a different thing on the little pop-up. There's a door on the side, on one side, and then there's a like a shelf, like a customer service window that pops out on the other side. There's the pink lemonade flavor, and I know that both dolls came with the same flavors, and then different colored stands, they come with little, what do you call it, dishes to serve the candy in. And so the dishes that they have to serve the candy in is different depending on the doll. And it comes with this handle that you can put on the top, so you could use it as a little carry case to carry your doll around with you. I think this is so sweet. This is my favorite of all of the dolls. I know I said that already, but I feel like the container really makes a lot of sense. I wasn't quite sure where to put it, but it goes right there. It just snaps right in with a little bit of force. And then it sits down like that. Isn't that cute? So I want to know who the doll is first. So let's, I was just looking at all 3 packets. So you get to make candy 3 times, not just once. I thought that you just get to make it once. So I was pretty excited that we get 3 different flavors. We'll get to make 12 little candies. And I wasn't expecting for the candy flavor to be amazing or anything, or the texture. And it was better than I thought, but it's not like Haribo gummy bears or anything like that. So let's rip into this large pink one, is the one that's going to have the doll in it, and tell us for certain who we got. Oh, it's the little birthday cake doll. She has a really pretty dark brown skin tone, pink and teal colored hair, and then her outfit comes with like little cake sprinkles on it. I remember from the advertising. Oh, she won't stand in there without her shoes. Silly me. Let's finish opening packets so we can get her clothes and things together. So the first little piece to get unwrapped is this little cake stand. And again, they come with dishes to serve the candy on. And then this little tray there, and the cakes fit nicely in there, or the little candies, the candy cakes. And here's her little outfit. I'll hold it up so that you can get a good look at it after I get it off the tiny mannequin. The tiny little mannequin. There we go. Isn't that cute with the little bows and the sprinkles on it? The teal, purple, pink. And again, it reminds me of like funfetti cake. She's really cute. Let me make some room here. Get the rest of this stuff out. And I'll need to go get some water to make this as well. Here's her headband. It has the confetti on it too. It's pretty cute. And then let me go get the water and get everything together to make this. Oh, no, wait. here's her shoes. We want to look at her shoes first. They're purple, teal, and pink, and they have little pink straps on them with tiny little bows. Now I'll go get some water and we'll make the candy. I think I'll make the strawberry flavor first, and I like that it came with all the little dishes to prepare it in. That tiny little rubber spatula, it's not actually a rubber spatula, it's hard plastic, but that little hard plastic faux rubber spatula is adorable, and I do use it to mix this up. I just only wish I had gotten the little dolly dressed while I was busy making this. We could have been looking at her being dressed, but that's okay because after this goes into the fridge, then we get her dressed and check out her outfit. Okay, so that little cup is just the right amount to make the candy, and you stir it up. The instructions say to stir it for 1 minute. I'm going to show you for a few seconds here, pause the camera, and then come back to pour it into the molds. It also suggests that when you pour it into the mold, that to keep the edges clean, you know, to not have any spilling over the edge. I'm assuming that makes it a lot easier to pop out, and it does make a nice looking, attractive looking little candy as well. Okay, I'll pause the camera and then we'll come back and fill up the molds. Okay, so I took a minute to stir it up and I could feel it thicken up. And you can see it's not as runny as water. I can see quite a bit of sugar texture in there though, so that makes me unsure. It does seem like it raised up just a little bit when it was done, so I maybe didn't need to fill these quite as full as I did. I could have stopped about right here instead of going back and topping it off. I used the tiny little spatula to scrape the last bit of it out of there, and I think that was unnecessary. There we go. I'm gonna do that now. Use the tiny little spatula. Isn't that cute? To scrape the last bit of it out of there. And then we put it in the refrigerator. You let it set in the refrigerator for 30 minutes and then we'll get it out and pop it out. In the meantime, let's look at this one and we'll get her dressed, and then we'll look at this doll and the other doll in front of the dollhouse while we're waiting for it to set. And then the candy will be ready while we're checking those out, and I'll bring the candy over and set it up. Okay, so let's get her little outfit on now that the candy's in the refrigerator. Just in case you're new to these LOL surprise dolls, they have rubbery clothing so that they're easy to get off and on. The little skirt just pushes on, and then the top is open in the back. You have to just force it up over her chubby little waist. And then the headpiece just squeezes tightly onto her head. There's little holes behind their ears where things can plug in, like the headdress or eyeglasses. And then the little shoes just pop on. They say L and R for left and right, and they have nice socket jointed heads, so the heads move nicely. The arms are often less posable because it disrupts the clothing when you move the arms. This little doll has a short sleeve dress on, so you can move her arms quite a bit. And then with a little bit of force, you can get her snapped in there. It's hard for me to do reaching out, so let me... There we go. I've got her. She looks better sitting out of there anyways. We can get a much better look at her and her little stand. And my favorite one, I can't believe the little Alice one is common and not rare. So apparently you have a great chance at getting one of these little Alice dolls. The one that was the most rare. I'll show you in just a second. I'll get the flyer up and we'll look at that. But anyways, I wanted to give you a chance to read the little displays and to look at her little outfit. So she has on a rubbery dress, painted gloves, a little teacup with a rose in it on her hat, and then you can see inside the little place where you can force her feet in that will hold her in there. She had little stripy painted on stripy leggings, and then she came with teacups to serve her candy in. And then so yeah, so hers is about cookies and tea for her, and it says tea time on top, and then the other one says party and has cake. All right, the candy's out of the refrigerator, and I have a couple set up here. Let's take a look at the... Oh, we must be missing some footage. There were more candies there, and I slowly ate them while I was filming. but that's the one that I got. She's common. The one with the little like fruit on her head, she's the rare one. I'd like to get the one with glasses. It says she's fancy. I really like all of them. You can't go wrong. I don't know how I didn't notice, right away that little Alice in Wonderland one. But when I went to go do research for the video, I noticed she has different shapes for her candy as well. Those are what the molds look like, minus the little bump looking things that won't have that. So they're heart-shaped candies. And then another little bundt cake. And then, yes, there were 4 candies there, and the texture wasn't the best, but it was quite a bit better than what I was expecting. I think if you get this for kids, they'll be thrilled. They'll be able to make candy that they can eat that tastes good, and I think they'll be very happy. I'm an adult. I was happy. I think it's well worth the money, and I still really like the fact that these the container is like a little display stand for them, like a little cake stand. Okay, here's some close-up pictures of the different dolls in their stands, and it looks inside and everything. So we're all done looking at these dolls. I hope you think they were as cute and had as much fun as I did looking at them. I found these at my Walmart store. I just saw the display stand. I was there making some returns and just had to cruise down the doll aisle because I just have to know what's there, even though I had everything I wanted. One last thing I want to do is I've inserted here some pictures from the website of how the candy's made and the different images from the website, so you can get a look at everything there a little bit better than me flashing it in front of the camera. As always, thank you so much for watching. Happy doll hunting and have a great day. Please like, subscribe, and share the channel with anyone you think might enjoy the content. Again, have a good day.